Hi, this is Ambika, Department of AIML, SDLC models, Waterfall model. So, the software development lifecycle is a structured process for software development. It ensures quality, predictability, and control. The SDLC overview includes requirement analysis, system design, implementation, testing, deployment, maintenance. Here, the verification and validation process includes requirement gathering, system analysis, software design and module design, and coding. Validation includes unit testing, integration testing, system testing, and acceptance testing. The waterfall model is a traditional software development methodology. It was first introduced by Winston W. Royce in 1970. It is a linear and sequential approach for developing the software, which consists of several phases. It is often used for the large-scale projects. So this is the different phases of the waterfall model. Characteristics of the waterfall model. There are some key characteristics. Sequential execution. That is, one module is executed after the completion of the another module. Clear milestones. Milestones are nothing but the achievement that is we are going to achieve in the project. So the clear milestones will be there in the waterfall model. Strong documentation. So the documentation should be clear, organized, and it should act as a reliable guide for the users as well as the team members. Here it includes a phase-wise approval. So in this waterfall model, phase-wise approval will be achieved. Low flexibility. Here once the module is executed, then only the next module will be proceeded. So if we want to go back to the earlier module, then there will be no flexibility in this case. So the flexibility will be very low. Next one is the phases of the waterfall model. It includes the requirement analysis, system design, implementation, testing, deployment, maintenance. So the requirement analysis. So first the requirements will be gathered and then from the customer, and then the gathered requirements will be analyzed. So the analysis part includes removing the incompleteness and the inconsistencies. Next one is the requirement analysis. So once the requirements are analyzed, so these requirements will be documented in the software requirement specification SRS document. This document will be acting as a contract between the development team and the customers. So if there are any further disputes between the customer and the software developer, the SRS document can be examined. Next one is the design. So the software design phase, it involves converting the requirement that is occurred in the document, SRS document, they will be converted into the format in a programming language. So there are two types of designs, high level design and low level design. So high level design, it will highlight the key components and it will give the overview of the system architecture. Low level design, so it will focus on the actual coding of the process. That is, it will break down each component into the smaller parts. Next comes the development. So in development phase, the design phase will be translated into the source code using any programming language. Here, the actual source code will be written by the software developers, and then once the module is completed, unit testing will be done on that module to check whether the module works properly or not. Testing and deployment. Here, once the module is unit tested, then next module is executed. So once the second module is executed, the first and second module will be integrated and unit testing will be performed on that. So there are, after the completion of all the modules, the whole system will be tested using the three types of testings. It includes alpha testing, beta testing, and acceptance testing. So in alpha testing, the testing will be done by the development team. Beta testing, in this case, the testing will be done by the friendly set of customers. Next one is the acceptance testing. Once the software has been delivered to the customer, then he will test whether his requirements has been made and whether to accept that software or not. Next comes the deployment. So it is nothing but after developing the software, we are giving the software for the end users to use. So once the software is thoroughly tested, we are deploying them to the end users. So in this phase, just we are creating a friendly environment for the users so that they can make use of this project. They can run the project in the comfortable way. Then we can also ensure that whether they can run the projects in an expected manner so that the users, they can start using the softwares without any hitches. Next comes the maintenance. So the maintenance phase is one of the important phases in the software development life cycle. Here the effort spent on the maintenance is 60% based on the total effort which has been spent on developing the software. And also if you consider the cost, so the development cost will be less compared to the maintenance cost. There are three types of maintenance: corrective maintenance, perfective maintenance, and then adaptive maintenance. Corrective maintenance means, so here we are trying to correct the errors so which has not been discovered during the product development. Next comes the perfective maintenance. It is nothing but here we can enhance the functionality of the system based on the customer request. Next one is adaptive maintenance. That is, so the software should be able to run on any platform. So that comes under the adaptive maintenance. Next, these are the features. So sequential approach, document driven, quality control, and rigorous planning. Next, the importance of the waterfall model. It gives you clarity and simplicity so that the phases will be clearly defined, strong documentation will be there, and the requirements will be stable, and it also resource optimization is achieved, and it is relevant for the small projects. Next comes the applications. So the application includes the large scale projects and it is applied for the safety critical systems like aerospace or medical system, government defense projects, and the projects they can be well suited for the stable requirements. So the advantages will be like it is simple and easy to understand, strong documentation will be there, and it is suitable for the stable projects. Here the limitation is no flexibility and it is not suitable for the dynamic requirements. Thank you.